Only I heard the midnight bell ring. Hello, Reddit. I experienced this last week, but it still bothers me. Maybe writing it here will ease my mind a little. I live in a small coastal town, a few hours from Istanbul. I left the city and moved here after the pandemic. My house is in a somewhat isolated area. My closest neighbour is a few hundred metres away, so the silence is usually all mine at night. It was around 02:30 on Tuesday night last week. I was watching a movie with headphones on. Suddenly, I heard a ding-dong sound. The doorbell, clearly. But there is no doorbell on my door. There never has been. This was one of the things I noticed when I first bought this house, the old-fashioned knocker doors. I took off the headphones and kept saying maybe I imagined it. But then, it came again. Ding-dong. This time, more clearly, as if it had rung right next to my ear. I turned off all the lights and quietly looked out the window. There was no one in the garden, but right in front of the door, I saw a shoe print in the mud. It was as if someone had stood in front of the door, but then left. I took my flashlight and went outside. Everything was quiet. Not even the wind was blowing. But there was a single shoe print pressed firmly into the ground. The sole pattern was very clear. How strange, there was only one footprint, just one step, neither coming nor going, as if someone had appeared there, taken one step, and disappeared. The next morning I visited my neighbour, an old man. When I told him about the night, his face fell. "A crazy man used to live by your house," he said. "He would go from house to house at night, ringing an imaginary bell on each door. The place he stepped on would dry up and no trace would be left." I laughed, thinking it was a classic village story. But that night the bell rang again, the same hour, the same sound, another single footprint. And this morning I realised, this time the shoe print was facing inward,